Well, hi there, guys. I'm super excited to give you the first look preview of the sensational and most awaited Aprilia Tuono 457. I mean, people have been waiting for it even after the launch of the RS 457. So much is the anticipation because we Indians prefer more comfort, more upright seating posture, more daily usability, more practicality, and the Tuono 457 promises all of that. And this comes straight from EICMA, the Milan Motor Show 2024 edition, where the entire world gathers to see what the two-wheeler industry has on offer for the year 2025. The Tuono 457 has been fully revealed at the EICMA. There's no official launch that has happened. Maybe it happens today, we don't know, or maybe there's a price announcement that's slated to happen later this month officially from Aprilia India, we don't know. But Aprilia India is getting really aggressive. They have roped in John Abraham, one of the faces when it comes to biking or biking culture or racing, and that actually highlights the fact that they are really serious when it comes to Indian market, and that instills a lot of confidence into people who have invested their trust into the brands. Okay, looking at the first picture, you have the front on look clearly apparent here. You have two DRLs which were actually showcased in the teaser, and then you have the LED headlamp in the middle, and it has a bulky look. It's not sharp, edgy, kind of sleek design. It is a little bulky, beefed up design to give it muscle bike kind of a look. I don't know why they went this route. The 457 is a beautiful machine, one of the most beautiful looking bikes undeniably. It gives the likes of the R3 and the Ninja 500 and other competition in the space a serious run for their money. Now this is going to compete with the likes of the Z500 or Z400 should it be launched here in India. The MT-03 for sure, because this offers more power, more goodies, more electronic aids, more value as such. And going by the design, does it offer good road presence? Because I am a little skeptic. Now, design is something, there are three types of impressions. First, that absolutely captures your imagination at the very first glance. The second one is something that grows on you with time, like what happened with the ZX-10R or what happened with the S1000RR. But there are the third, this thing is a little kind of on and off. Like some people might like it, it's mixed opinion, it's purely subjective. Some people might like the design, some people might find it a little offbeat. So I am not sure until we look at it in the flesh. But yeah, it kind of looks decent, you can say. As I told you, it looks beefed up. It looks a little rounded instead of sharp, edgy character, but it gets a chin spoiler, which means it highlights the beast or the power lurking underneath. Then you slightly move to the side on kind of a look. There you have the twin spar aluminum frame clearly apparent, the chiseled tank, the seat height, the split seat layout, the pressed steel swing arm, the beautiful engine casing. Everything comes alive once you move to the profile. And you have the 17-inch wheels. Here you have the front fender, the USD forks, the 310 mm, or is it 320 mm disc? Like, I think it is 320 mm disc. Yeah, 320 mm disc is what we get with the 4-piston caliper. These are bi-brake discs and a 220 mm disc at the back. So this is what we get with the 457, the RS 457. So I'm pretty damn sure everything's going to be more or less the same. Now what is clearly apparent here is the revised geometry. Now of course, like that's super sport, this is a naked bike, so there has to be some revisions when it comes to rake angle and the upright seating posture. So you have flat bar handlebar, we had clip-ons right over there. Then a revised geometry for the chassis orientation as well to support a street fighter character rather than a super sport demeanor. So the console, again, the color TFT console is so good as it is on the RS 457. It is the best in class in that price point, so it doesn't need to change. So I'm pretty damn sure they've retained the same unit and looks the same when you look at it in the pics. And the seat height, I think it's around 800 mm. I think it's better left unchanged, because untouched, because people are happy with that 800 mm seat height. It works a perfect balance here in India between the shorter riders as well as the average height riders, or even people who are up to 6 feet tall. And the pillion seat is not virtually usable because it's very puny. So I don't know how they'll find it on the naked bike. I'm more or less convinced that these are solo ridden bikes. I mean, best enjoyed solo. You can slap on a rare cowl to make it look far more aesthetic, visually pleasing. Then the pressed steel swing arm. It looks like an aluminium swing arm, but they said it was pressed steel swing arm. Aluminium alloys are offered for lighter weight, better weight reduction. You have the underbelly exhaust, which is retained from the RS457 as well. 150 section tire and maybe radial tires. Yeah, talking about the tires, there's no particular thing that we can check or confirm, but I am sure they'll get the same tires as the RS457, which have very good quality tires. And also the side panels or tank shrouds extending forward. Now the full fed bike obviously looks the part. I mean, it looks far more beautiful and has more road presence, very chiseled bodywork, good well sorted aerodynamics and all. This one, as I told you, is a more naked street fighter kind of design silhouette, so it's more practical in terms of usability, but not so visually pleasing as the fully fed motorcycle. Again, the ground clearance I think is around 150 mm for the RS457, so it might be the same for the street fighter as well. The monoshock at the back, 41 mm USD forks up front. As I told you, the brakes are from Bybre, 310 mm front, 220 mm at the back, dual channel ABS. You have 3 levels of traction control on the RS457, which can be switched off. So I think the same electronic suite will be offered here. The quick shifter. Now, I suddenly saw a news pop up during this festive season, like during Diwali, that Aprilia is kind of throwing in the quick shifter as a freebie for those who are booking the RS457. So I'm not sure whether I got it confirmed from official sources, so it's better you just confirm it with the nearest showroom. Like, I have a friend of mine here, Prithviraj sir, who's the owner of Aprilia Motoplex here in Hyderabad, at the Kukatpalli or the Balnagar Y Junction area. So I'll confirm it with him as well. But still, getting quick shifter for free is an absolute steal deal. So if they throw in a quick shifter as a freebie when they launch it as an introductory price and introductory offer for the Tuono 457, it will be an absolute steal deal, and it will literally kill the market, because there's nothing like it. Nothing even comes close to matching the brand value or the brand legacy, or even the goodies and the value for money propositions. Yeah, brand legacy, we have Yamaha, which is equally good. We have Kawasaki, which is equally good, but the value for money proposition will scream out when the quick shifter is thrown in as standard. I think that should have been offered from the word go. Many people had suggested the same, so maybe they have listened to our prayers and going to offer it standard for the RS as well as the Tuono. And another thing, the tank capacity I think is around 13 liters. Let me have quickly look. Yeah, 13 liters is the tank capacity, and it weighs 175 kilos. I mean, the RS457 weighs 175 kilos. So this might be around 4-5 kgs lighter minus the fairing. So it might be somewhere around 170 kilos. And this kind of power to weight ratio, I mean, you have the parallel twin motor, liquid cooled, fuel injected engine, 457 cc and 47.6 bhp and 43.5 newton meter torque, 6-speed gearbox. You do get a slipper clutch and you do get ride by wire as well. So this is going to be a game changer. The sooner we get it, I think they're just waiting for the year to end, because people will, dealers will get stuck with older stock. So it's just a matter of time. When December is over, I think by January we might be getting our hands on the Tuono 457, which looks absolutely stunning and great value and more practicality screaming out of this design silhouette. What is your initial impression? Tail lamp is more or less the absolutely identical unit. The tail section remains unchanged. The graphic again is different. I think it'll look more kick-ass and more vibrant and more sinister in black with the different graphic if they get the graphic right. But apart from that, this is the first impression. As I told you, I love the front look. It has those DRLs. It has a chin spoiler, and it has a flat bar handlebar, neatly laid out mirrors and all. The side profile gives us a view that the seat is spacious enough for the rider to move around while doing corners or while tackling twisties and all. The ground clearance is ample enough and the seat height is accessible. The console is beautiful as always. The handlebar seems nice and wide, so it will offer a relaxed riding posture for those who want to tour on this bike. So the mirrors seem well laid out, offer good field of view as well. So everything looks on point. Is my first impression of the Tuono 457. What is your opinion? What is your first impression? Do you like the design or not? What should be the pricing? And I'm hoping it will be around 5,000 or 8,000 rupees cheaper, or maybe 10,000 rupees cheaper than the RS457 minus the fairing. So obviously there will be some kind of amount saving there. But what should be the pricing, and do you want the quick shifter as standard? Feel free to comment below and let me know. And do you like the design as well? That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. More news coming up. Stay tuned. Cheers.